most common two question term is state and explain. State and explain. For plant E and H, as you can see, all right, this guy here, it has very deep roots. Whereas for plant H, right, you can see that it is very widespread. So remember again, analyze and annotate, analyze and annotate, analyze and annotate, you will score, all right? So they ask you a difference between the structure of the roots. Now, this is the part that a lot of children got caught, right? They were very unsure what to write because of the word structure, okay? So difference, no problem. So once you observe the diagram, all right, you will be able to see the difference. It's not the amounts of water for this question, but yes, the amount of water that they take in will be different, Keisha, right? But they ask you what's the difference. So you have to say that, okay? Now, can I write like that? Can I say that E has deep roots, but H has widespread roots? Can I say this, children? Can I write in this way? Is this correct? Is in this correct? I did compare. I have the word but. No, why no? Why no? Oh, wow. Teacher, what's that? You must teach me what's all that. You sent me something, but I don't know what's that. I'm sorry. Later I ask you. Yeah. Can I think? Can I write this way? Compare the same thing. I compare the roots. Oh, I see. Thank you for teaching me. Okay, the answer is yes, you can write this, but it's not the best. Alright, it's not the best. Now in PSLE, as some of you have already said, you must be very, very specific. Okay, so it's best to write that plant E. Alright, your word plant is actually missing. So you have to write the word plant. You can say, so plant E has deep roots. Alright, but, and I love to use the word but is used to describe the difference. Okay, so but plant H has shallow roots. Someone say that you have to compare the same thing. Very clever. So what am I actually comparing? I'm actually comparing the depth of the roots. Well done. The other way that I can write, right, is I can compare the area that the roots are taking, right? So one is widespread, the other one is narrow. Yes, you can say shorter. Can. Well done. Okay, so yes, when we are comparing, you compare across the same condition, the same factor. In this case, is the depth of the roots. Okay, now the other one, of course, you can say that one is narrow, okay, versus widespread. Okay, so that is the other one. Well done, children. Yes, compare across the same factor. Right, next one, number 2. It grows in a place with little rain. So why would ER has this advantage in such a condition? So this one here is somewhat like the adaptation question. Long and deep can. That's a very good one also, long and deep. Yes, definitely. Okay, so why would this be an advantage? So what kind of place, children, what kind of habitat has actually very little rain? Which habitat are you thinking now? Which habitat has very little rain? Anybody? Under adaptation? Deserted lah. Yes, desert. I tell you something funny, okay? For a long time, I always say that desert is desert, desert is desert. Because I came from a Hokkien speaking family. So my England is always very bad. Yeah, so I always tell the teacher, is it the camels live in the desert, and because the desert has very little water, then the teacher always look at me, huh? Desert? Camels live in desert? No, Jolene, camels don't eat desert. Yeah, I call it England. Yeah, so my English is, oh, hi Fabian, teacher Fabian is here. Hello. Hello, teacher Fabian. Yeah, can I help me? Yeah, so for a long time, right, okay, I find it very hard to pronounce the word desert. Okay, so why is this an advantage? So first, in such a condition, right, explain. Now, for explain, children, I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot. Yeah. So here, you have to actually provide the reason. Okay, so the little rain is actually also, children, the evidence. Alright, the evidence for this question is like a clue. It's like a clue for this question. So plant E has an advantage. Why would plant E has an advantage? You cannot say rain, you cannot just say rain, because actually plant H can also absorb the rain. So this question is actually, children, or compare, or I cry question 2. You actually need to compare with plant H. Yeah, you need to compare with plant H. You cannot say that plants will absorb underground current. That one is just like a function. Hello, Kai Chi. Alright, so in this case, I say that plant E has deep roots, right? So you must tell me yes, very good, Yuso, very good. You must tell me what is the evidence that you see. So actually this question, right, children, is tricky. This question, children, is interdependent. It's interdependent. If you get number 1 wrong, it's unfortunately very likely you will get number 2 wrong as well, okay? So it's interdependent. So in your open-ended, remember that part 1, part 2, right, they're always linked together. They're actually linked together. In PSLE, right, children, don't see part A, part B, part C as separate, okay? They are all the same. They are all testing the same concept from the same topic. So it's very important for you to remember this. It is not Teacher Fabian's head, Teacher Joe's body, and Teacher Christina's legs, you know. No, it's Teacher Joe's head, Teacher Joe's body, Teacher Joe's legs. It's all the same. They are testing the same concept. So it's not separate, okay? Alright, remember this, huh? So the answer is plant E, has deep roots. So the roots can reach deeper, must compare, for more water and absorb more water for the plant. Okay, so you must compare. And what are my compare terms again? What are my compare terms? Can you see deeper? Can you see more water? Can you see this? Alright, you must, this is actually a compare, right? And how do I know that this is a compare question, right? This is a compare question because there are two plants here, right? Not lesser, less. There's no word as lesser. There's no word as less than less. So it's just less, okay?